Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Wally from video game Aerial Knights Never Yield that I play on Nintendo Switch. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, this one's going to be tricky, but fun. Well, fun for me. Hopefully you're sticking around. Hopefully you're watching this. If you're not familiar with this, that's okay. If you want to draw something else, that's okay. But I'm trying something different, and that's kind of, I'm hoping you're here as well trying something different. Because every now and then you're going to be called upon to do something that you normally haven't been drawing. And so that's why it's good to practice and get in different poses. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. So that's the whole idea behind this one. So it's a cool video game. I'm not gonna lie. That's what it's all about. Basically, there's this awesome video game that I found, and I thought it was great, and I love the character and all that stuff. But there's not a lot of specifics, or not specifics. There's not a lot of the character shots, you know, that I can use as a reference and stuff like that. So I kind of have to make it up, especially here in the knee, this leg. It's like this awesome, like jig-jaggedy, like robotic leg. I guess that's the best way to say it. And so yeah, I don't have a lot of crazy pictures I can use to explain it, but other than that, it's pretty much just cloth, like, you know, pants, shirt, jacket, that kind of thing. So it's just a fun way to try and draw something a little different because I like this game. That's really what it comes down to. And so that's why I'm saying, it's like, I really hope you're here with me. I hope you're drawing along, because again, even if it's not something you normally like or play, it's good to try different stuff. And that's just basically what I'm trying to get you to do, is try something different. Try something you normally wouldn't do. But again, it's just, you know, generic clothing, so nothing too crazy. Okay, not generic clothing, like I said, obviously his robotic leg is a little more than just generic, right? But I'm just saying, you know, you can try different stuff and still be comfortable with the subject matter, even though it's that crazy that you don't know what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of trying something new. And I kind of almost want to draw like his hands just in fists, you know, nothing too, like, I don't think it needs to be anything different, nothing, because usually I try to draw a dynamic hand or it's pointed at you, but I think because he's in like this you know, the running state, like that's, check out the game, that's what it's all about, you know, that I think just doing it, like keeping it like that is going to be good enough. There, see, that was a quick sketch. That was easy to do. So I think I just need to erase some of these sketch lines real fast and get going. Because what I normally do is I try to get the placement, the sketch lines, that's just for the placement. That's just to get it here, make sure it's where I want it to be. And then as I'm more confident with that placement, I start pressing harder. And those are confidence lines. So I want my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencils. So when I lightly erase like this, the sketch lines disappear pretty easily, and the confidence lines, I'm not pressing hard enough to erase those. So what happens is, it kind of switch, like this, the confidence lines become so light, it's almost like a sketch. But you're basically getting rid of your sketchiness and keeping your confidence. And that's what I want you to do in life. That's what I want you to do with your drawings, and we'll both go far, celebrate, and have a good time. Alright, so I say we welcome everybody that skipped and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more video game stuff that I draw, check out that playlist right there. Or just check out the playlist in general, because I do so many that I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So I'm just going to jump right in, and I'm going to draw. He's kind of faced this way, and his eyes are just open. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Normally I don't draw the top and the bottom because I'm afraid it'll bleed. But here, it's a colored open eye. That's all I got to draw, right? And the bridge of his nose is going to come down like this, but he's wearing a gas mask or a face mask type thing. That's all we can see. And I'm going to draw some eyebrows like this. And lead into his eye. There's the side of his face. Then we draw the other eyebrow over like this. And that's all I'm really going to do for the details of the face, because now I'm going to jump into the mask, and everything else is just kind of going to fall into place. Oh, and I'm going to thicken up some of these lines too, because when I switch over to this Sharpie, you're going to see a huge difference in line width, and it's going to change things up. So I want it to kind of match where it's going to go. Let me draw his ear real fast, just to get some placement. We're going to say this is coming through like this. Something like that. And let's give him more of a lobe. And he's got a specific haircut that's kind of faded on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Normally I don't draw all the hairlines and stuff like that, but his, like I said, is very specific. The back of his head's going to go up this way, so I just want to make sure that I get enough of it like that. And then I'm going to go to a hairline. So, in other words, I don't draw like all the hairs. Sometimes I draw some, but I want to leave enough to color, because I want color to take care of it too. And he's got a very specific, really cool haircut, so I want to get that close to what's like in the video game. I know we haven't drawn the face at the bottom yet, but it'll make sense once we get there. Okay, so his hair is like in these little locks, so I want to try to simulate them, because we kind of need to draw them all, but we don't. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. So it's going to do like this. Does that make sense? Because it's kind of coming out of his hair, so it's kind of, like I said, locked. And when I say locked, I mean that in like a verb. Is it? No, is the verb that I'm thinking of? Like if you were to shuffle, you know, it's shuffled. So that's what I mean by locked. So I'm trying to draw what's on front, and then I come back and I do what's behind. But I also still want it to look, you know, movable, you know, fluffy. And again, I'm thickening up my outer edge. You don't have to, especially working with pencil. It might look a little strange if you do, so I'm just explaining to you why I draw how I draw. There we go. I like that. Oh, nope, no, not done, not done, not done. So for his respirator, I want to draw this part first because that's in front. That way I don't accidentally draw through it. It's like a respirator breathing mask. Really cool thing on his face. That's the best way I can describe it. And I don't have a lot of specific details about it, so that's why I'm just kind of making it up as best I can. Alright, let's do this one, the other one over here. There you go, I like that. So I can probably switch over to the other Sharpie now. Because this I keep for specific details, like, you know, face details, stuff like that, but I can move over to this now. So now, until we get down to his leg, it's just anatomy. It's just, you know, jacket, anatomy, nothing too crazy. But see how thick that is? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to thicken it up just a little bit, just to try and match where it was going. All right, so he's gonna have a sleeve over here, and he does have like a two-tone sleeve, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just close it off. And then his jacket to his cuff. It's the same thing over here. And again, it's material, it's a jacket, so I can kind of wrinkle it up, you know, kind of poof it up a little bit. Just to kind of give it, you know, flow and movement, a little bit of energy, I guess. Alright, so I just got his hand in fists. I already decided this earlier that I'm not going to do anything dynamic with the hands. I just want to keep him, he's running, so, you know, he's kind of tense. You know, keep it real simple. And again, it's just a jacket, so I'm just going to draw the other side now. He does have some pockets, so let's do that. And maybe draw some wrinkles where the materials just kind of, you know, pushed from being over his body like this. Same thing with the other one. The other arm is just out. You know, he's just kind of ready to make a mad dash. You know, that's what the game's about. So this position, I got Wally in a ready to run position. Ooh, that's a little too straight. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's okay. I'll make it work. All right, so same thing with this one. I'm just going to do another fist, but just a different position. This time it's like this. You're looking at the bottom view. So, come in here with the thumb. Gonna draw the other fingers all wrapped in because it's just pretty much facing you like that. Nothing too crazy. Again, nothing dynamic for this one, just because he's in a running position that is already dynamic. He's already this is a concentration, so that's why he's not even worried about his hands. You know, he's just ready to go. Alright, so this is where it's going to get tricky because I don't have a lot of pictures of his leg, but let's get down there. This one is just bent. This, let's see, let's go ahead and draw like this crotch here, legs bent. Down to that. We'll get there in a second. Let's finish this up. And this is just going to be, again, regular pants into the shoe. It's the other one that's going to be tricky. But go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Let's just finish it up and I'll add some details as we go. Okay, so let's talk about this while I'm adding some crease lines. Probably did too many right here. It's metal. It's like this. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing here. I got too many. I got excited. It's like this bionic leg type kind of thing, and I don't have a lot of good pictures of it. So that got really messy. Be careful what you do there. I obviously went way too far. So I kind of have to make it up. So, you know, bear with me that this might not be exactly how it looks. I know they're white laces, but I'm just going to do this just to give you something. Alright, so again, I'm going to make up what I can see or what I can tell because it's hard to really do this without actual pictures, you know? But it's some kind of bionic knee, or I'm sorry, leg that's got like this crazy zigzaggedy, like, let me see, how can I do it? Like, it's not what you would normally draw as a robotic leg, and that's why it's a little confusing to me. It's like, well, what is that supposed to be, and where is that coming from, you know? But it's cool. I'm saying all this because I wish I could get it perfect, but I can't. So there, that's not too bad. I can live with that. I can live with that decision. All right. And again, I'm just going to do some laces, simple X's, just to give us some composition. That's it. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Wally from Aerial Nights. Never Yield. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.